Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you. Of course, we are pleased to be joined by the one, the only, Luca Pryor of Northville Football. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you, Casey?
Doing well. So far, so good. Pretty good season going so far. I know, obviously, tough loss to Brighton a few weeks ago, but overall, you guys are doing pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. Sitting at 5-1 right now. The boys have been playing really well the past few weeks. Like you said, tough one against Brighton. Felt like we really competed from whistle to whistle against them. But other than that, it's just been smooth sailing for us this year.
So going into this week, you probably have your longest road trip of the season going to Hartland. What's that like? I know you've traveled lots of places to play games, but what's it going to be like to go there? I think it would be your longest trip of the year.
Yeah, well, we're expecting a crazy atmosphere. Heartland does homecoming, but very well. So it's going to be something that we're going to have to be dialed in and ready for. It's going to start at our walkthrough at the high school first, and then long bus ride, got to be locked in. But it's business as usual. Once we get off the bus, we're going to take it all in. They're going to be loud and proud over there in Heartland, but should be ready.
Anytime you go into the nest, it's always going to be a good one. Yeah, I call it the nest. So there you go. How have you? What's been the biggest thing with how the season's going compared to last year? What do you think has been the biggest thing that you guys have been able to do this year?
Yeah, I think it's counting on one another, and we have great leadership on our team. Got a lot of guys stepping up and being leaders. So this team's not going to fall apart. This team's going to play for each other, and I think that when you play for your teammates and you play for each other, you can accomplish great things. And I think that we're finally buying into the culture that Coach Laddick has been presenting over the past 15, 16 years, and we're really just bought in and selling out every single week.
Yeah. So, what has it been like playing these teams? And when you look at Hartland on film, it's always they're a team that's teams usually get better throughout the season, and Hartland is exactly that. And pretty much what you have to particularly watch out for as the QB is Hartland's defense is pretty solid.
Yeah, so Harlan had those two tough losses early on, two close games against two good teams, but they're a great football team. I think that they 4-2 right now, I believe. They're a really good football team. They have a great defense. Joey's a good running back, outside linebacker, does a really nice job. Jax does a really nice job himself. But we're expecting a dogfight with those guys, and we're gonna get. We know that we're gonna get their best game defensively, and we're expecting to have to develop a great game plan offensively to beat them. And our defense is ready to get the job done and protect us as well.
Who's kind of been? I know you don't want to mention names, but overall, who do you think's what kind of who's really been has impressed you so far? About is there any particular player that's kind of gone above and beyond or something like that?
For our squad.
Yes.
Yeah, our offensive line has been great, man. I've taken, I believe, 3 sacks all year. Not too many hurries, not too many pressures. There has not been much to worry about in the backfield, which has been great. I think Caleb Moore, our running back, would attest to that too. He's had a great season. But we've had some injuries in the wide receiver room, and guys have stepped up too. Angela Rodriguez has done a great job leading that group. A bunch of other guys have stepped up. Nick Helmer, Caden Besco, Caden's our H back. That was a really nice job blocking. And then everybody on the defense. I mean, we have a very efficient defense, and they have given us opportunity after opportunity on the field. So just a shout out to everybody, man, especially the defense too.
Absolutely. So going in there, we've got some tough games. There's no off weeks, as you know, but you've been able to accomplish a lot of things this year that Northville has not done in a long time, including I know you beat Canton earlier this season. Got a shutout win against Howell. Lots of things that this team has accomplished, and we got two tough opponents with Hartland, and then I think you guys got a jug to get back.
Yeah, we say the job's not finished. 6 wins doesn't necessarily get you in anymore.
Right.
So we're taking every week, week by week. But we got a very good Heartland team, very good Novi team, and very good team in the crossover coming up. So just got to take it week by week, put our heads down. But we're proud of what we've accomplished so far. But the job's not finished.
Absolutely not. And what's the biggest thing going into this game? Because it's a long way. Guys are going to get tired and stuff. It's a long way between Northville and Hartland. It's a shot down 96 and then getting on 23. It's not that long of a trip, but it is taxing. So how are you going to handle being still for so long during the bus ride?
Yeah, just got to stay dialed in. It's for me, it really isn't that difficult to just dial in. Maybe watch some last minute film, look over the install one more time, and when we get there, it's just execute. I think that coach is going to put us in a great position to succeed on Friday night, and all we got to do is execute. And it's a blessing to be able to just have that one job, not to worry about anything else. Offensively, defensively, just execute. That's all we have to do.
Um, Completely unrelated to football, but you've been doing some pretty good stuff at Northville the last few weeks, especially during homecoming. Kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so we had a great homecoming week and a great week after homecoming called Everybody versus Stigma Week. So we had a couple speakers, Kevin Fisher and Eric Hipple came down from Everybody versus Stigma. Eric Hipple, former Detroit Lions quarterback,
Yep.
And kind of gave us a speech about Everybody versus Stigma and kind of what they do and mental health awareness and stuff like that, which was super cool. Got an opportunity to talk to him, and then got an opportunity. I'm in a peer-to-peer class, so our kids that are on the spectrum or our special needs in general. Being able to help out with those guys every day is super cool. Got a few buddies from that class, but it's just super cool to have those guys around and be a part of things that are going on at Northville.
Absolutely. I know there's a lot of fun stuff going on about that. And of course, for people that do not know, of course, the Everyone versus Stigma is a mental health organization. So for people that may not know, also entering in I divide since there's 9 games, I figured I'd divide the season into thirds. We're now in the last third of the season. What needs to happen to get where you need to get where you want to go?
I think just kind of continue what we've been doing. Sitting at 5-1 right now. Obviously, the first 2/3 have gone pretty dang well for us. So just kind of continue what we're doing, keep having fun doing it, and just continue to believe in each other.
Sounds good. All right, Luca Pryor, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and good luck this week against Hartland.
Thank you.